Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial we'll be working on this stylish flared skirt with ruffles that you guys voted for in our previous poll. So we'll be working on the skirt today, the tutorial, and then yeah. So guys, for today's stylish flared skirt tutorial, the first thing you need is to draw a 1-inch borderline on your pattern paper. So I folded the paper into two. It's optional to do that, but I'm doing it just because I need to open the full front of the pattern later to measure something. So you see what I'll measure later. So yeah, this is my borderline. We'll be using this pattern to cut both the front and the back. So this part here will be known as the zip allowance for the back. And when we are cutting the front, we just need to fold the zip allowance inside and then we just cut. Now get your waist measurement. Mine is 27 inches, so divide it by 4. Whatever you get, you add 1 inch to it, because the 1 inch will serve as our dart intake. So I'm just going to do that now. So whatever I get here, I'm going to measure it from here out. Here's my waist measurement right here. Now from the top here, measure down 8 inches, so that will serve as the hip depth for the skirt. Yeah, and so here's my hip line. This is my waistline. Now on your hip line, measure what's your hip. My hip is 37 inches, so I'm going to divide that by 4 and then I'll measure it out here. Connect from here down to here. Now, how long do you want the skirt to be? So as per the picture, I would say maybe this, because the skirt is short, so I'll say maybe the skirt is about 19 inches. So you can make yours longer. Just measure from your waist to wherever you want the skirt to stop. So I'm going to measure that from here down. So yeah, this is my skirt length here. So what you have on your hip here, what we measured on our hip, we are going to measure it again on the hemline. So yeah, we have a straight skirt now. Now let's draw in our dart. So from here to here, mark it. Measure it and divide it by 2. So whatever you get, mark it right. So yeah, and so this is the midpoint of my own line right here. Now remember our dart intake, our 1 inch dart intake. So measure ½ inch out here, ½ inch out here. Now to draw the dart, we need to measure what you have from here to here, find the middle point of it. So measure what you have. That is our hip depth. It was 8 inches, so just measure 4 inches down. 8 divided by 2 is 4, so measure 4 inches down. So this is it. Now just draw a straight line from here down. If it's possible, if you can't draw a straight line, just measure what you have from here to here and then measure it here. And this is it. So now draw your dart leg. So from here, connect here, from here, connect here. And that completes the upper part. Now we need to go back to the hemline. We need to extend the hemline, like measure an extension here, just to widen it for the shape of the skirt. So we are going to do an A line. So you can just measure maybe between 2 to 3 inches from here out. And so I settled for 2 inches from here out. Now just connect from here back to your waist. Now you can unfold your paper, and then everything we have here, connect to them, draw it right here also. So you can use your tracing wheel to do that. So yeah, this is my full skirt right here. So I'm going to draw from my dart point here. I'll just draw a straight line from here down, Now add your allowance to your skirt. ½ inch to the waistline, 1 inch at the side, 1 inch at the hem, 1 inch here. You get the drift. And now we cut this out. Now I'm going to cut this line. I'm going to cut it open up to my dart point here. I'll do the same also here, and then I'll also cut one leg of my dart here and stop here. I'll not cut it off, so just cut and stop here, and then do the same also here, cut and stop here. So I've cut it open. Now I'm going to lift this and close the dart up here. So use the paper tip to close it, and then you do the same also here. Then you close the dart. So automatically that has now been transferred right here, so it makes my A line wider. So yeah, now I'm just going to tip it, and then I'll put pieces of paper underneath this just to close up open space. And now to the reason why I folded this paper in the first place, because we didn't really need to. This was how our paper was before. So if we cut it, if we have it like this, it will still go. So the reason why I folded it just so that I can have the full thing here is just so that I can measure the right area for the ruffle. So you can see the sketch, you can see that there's a ruffle in front of it. So now let's measure it. So if you look at it, we'll see that they started the ruffle from somewhere around here. So I'm going to go from my waistline here, I'll go 2 inches down. So here's the 2 inches down. So I'll just draw a straight line, a slant line down from here to my hip line right here. So, and here you go, this is it. So we don't really need to do anything, just measure it with your tape measure how long it is from here to here, write it down somewhere. That is what we'll be using to cut our ruffle. So yeah, pretty much we are done with the base of the skirt. All you have to do now is to just go cut your front pattern. So when you're cutting your front pattern, just fold the zipper here like I explained. So you fold it like I've done, and then you cut your front, and when you're done cutting, you cut your back. So you open it up and cut your back, and then when you're done cutting the back, you just split it at the middle here into 2, and that's that. So now let's cut our ruffle. Now for the ruffles, get your paper, measure 1 inch borderline here and here like we always do. Then get the measurements that we marked, that we measured here. Get it. Mine was 21 inches. So that 21 inches, I'm going to add maybe 10 inches to that because the ruffle was gathered. So that will give me 31 inches. So I'll just divide that 31 by 4. Whatever I get, I'm going to mark it here, here, here. So you got the drift. So yeah, this is it right here. So I'm just going to connect all the points. Now, how long do you want the ruffle to be? I'll guess it's about maybe 7 inches. So I'm going to measure 7 inches down, 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 down. And this is it. So now you connect. So yeah, that's that. Now everything we have here, I'm going to trace it out. I'm going to trace it out so that it appears on this other side. So we need the full front just so that we can do some other adaptations. And this is the full thing here. The reason why we had to open it up like this is just so that we can achieve the asymmetrical design that we have at the front of the ruffle. So you can choose any side of the pattern. You can either choose that side, or so me, I'll be choosing this side. So you can pick any part of that side, and I'll just be using that point right there. Then I'm going to do some extensions, so you can extend by maybe 2 or 3 inches depending on you. So I settled for 3 inches so that it's not too long, and then it now overshadows like the underskirt. So now I'm just going to draw a line from there, slant line from there back to the side of my pattern. You can see what I just did, and then I'm just going to connect the other part, like maybe with a with the curved part of my French curve. I'm just going to blend it into the hem of my pattern right there. And yeah, that is that for the asymmetrical side of the ruffle pattern. So now you just need to add your allowance, 1/2 inch at the upper part of the ruffle, 1/2 inch at the lower part, and 1 inch at the side. And basically that's everything you have to do to the pattern. So yeah, this is the complete thing with my allowances added, 1/2 inch allowance here, 1 inch at the side. That's that. Now you cut 2 pieces of this. When you're cutting for the front, the ruffle for the front, remember to fold this in like we always do, and then you cut the front. Then when you're cutting the back, you leave it open, and then you cut the back. And when you're done cutting the back, you just slice it open at the middle here. So yeah, that's that. Now I'm just going to go right ahead to cut all of this on my fabric now, and then we can just move straight ahead to sewing everything together. Guys, this is everything cut out on my fabric. This is the front, this is the ruffle for the front, this is it. So, and these are my 2 back pieces. This is it here, and this is the ruffle, two ruffle pieces for the back. So what I also went ahead to do was to make sure to notch the positions where these things will be, the ruffles will be placed. So just go right ahead and notch. So you notch this place, and also you notch this place. So you notch it on your fabric, so it's easy for you to place it when you are sewing. So yeah, now for the sewing, I'm not really going to show you when I'm sewing it because it's really easy, straightforward. Place your front. This is my front piece. Then your ruffle, you go ahead to gather it. Once you gather, first before you gather, cut a lining for this and then sew all of this. So you sew this part, sew everything and turn it inside out. So what's inside out, you sew a gather stitch here, and then once you gather it up, you place it right here, the part that we notched earlier. Okay, so this is it here. So I'll just place it here, and then you gather, and then it comes all the way here. So you're getting the drift. So once you are done, you place your lining, the lining for the actual front of the skirt, you place it over this, and then you sew the top of the skirt, and then you also sew the hem of the skirt, and you turn it inside, and then you do the same also for the back piece. So that's all I'm going to be doing. I'm going to sew all this now, and that will be the end of this tutorial. So the next thing you will see is the completed skirt with the ruffles attached. And this is the completed skirt, guys. You can see this is how I attached it. See, went from here all the way up. So yeah, this is the side, this is another side, then the back, and then back to the front. So I'm going to put the mannequin upright now so you can see what the flow looks like. So yeah, don't forget to tap the subscribe button below your screen, guys. Tap the like button also, and turn on the notifications bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming tutorials when I post them. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.